Hey all, Andy from Man Panda. So, I just received a new Loot Crate box, as you can see here. This is going to be part probably of the new crates that are coming out since kind of Loot Crate was purchased. They've actually been out for a bit. They've probably done a few months worth of stuff. I decided to just give her another go though, and just kind of see what we're going to get in here. I liked the Lord of the Rings Loot Crate box I didn't think I was going to get. This is another Loot Crate, just a random basic subscription. They used to go for about $39.99 plus shipping. Now they're $24.99 plus shipping. This looks smaller. It feels more compact though. I don't know if there's any graphic on the inside of this, but we're gonna take a look. So far, I'm kind of digging it, but we'll see what's in the items and see if it kind of equals out as far as the cash goes. So yeah, let's open this beast up and see how it kind of let's see how it compares to $24.99 plus shipping, which in typical sense it'll probably be like $30. Now, if you remember the older boxes, they tend to be around $39.99 plus shipping. Before their ultimate demise, but anyway, let's take a look. The thing that I will say that appealed to me was that they hinted there was going to be a Lord of the Rings item, and because I'm a sucker for Lord of the Rings, I'm going to, of course, buy it, and we'll just kind of see. So, let's take a look. Alright, as you can see, it's got the evolution of the crate here, so it looks like they do have some graphic on the crate itself. And then, of course, there's a shirt, and I will say it feels very compact in here with a bunch of items. So let's take a look next. The first item, of course, is the t-shirt. Let's just take a look, and there it is. It's a hit of what I was looking for. So this is the sword that cut the One Ring off of Sauron. So I thought there might be a little more here, but you know, it's okay. Not a bad shirt. Actually, I like simplicity when it comes to this stuff, so I will certainly wear that. Next, we've got Batman Black and White. It's kind of a blind collectible, which is what this is. We're going to open that in just a second. I want to see what else there is. Another Black and White collectible. And then a third Black and White collectible. Alright, I'm going to look these up and see how much they cost. I'm not a super big fan of just having a bunch of blind character stuff in a box, but we'll see. They're Batman, so they're kind of cool, and maybe is an exception. This one is Shazam Socks. I'm not a huge fan of Shazam, so they're comfortable. They are comfortable. Next up. Okay, this is kind of cool. It's the Tobin's Spirit Guide. This is the Loot Crate edition from Ghostbusters. So if you're a fan of Ghostbusters, Tobin's Spirit Guide is what Egon references to find, you know, more information about Zool and other ghosts. So it's kind of their reference to different ghosts. And if you look here, it's actually pretty cool. Pretty well written in here with some different artistic stuff. Apparently this is a Loot Crate edition exclusive, so that is really cool. Let me see if... Oh yeah, they even have Gozer in there. I'm very impressed with this. It even has written by Dr. Ray Stantz, Dr. Egon Spengler, and Eric Burnham, which Ray Stantz, Egon Spengler is, of course, the Ghostbusters, so that's pretty fantastic. This is not bad. I mean, night reading, if you're into that sort of thing, it might give you some nightmares, but it looks really cool if you look at this sort of stuff. The illustrations look pretty phenomenal. While it's got a backstory and a title of each thing. I'm actually quite impressed with that. Alright, and then we've got a Justice League loot pin, which is probably why there's a lot of Batman's and Shazam DC specific stuff. It's very, very DC focused. Alright, and then... oh, instead of a guide or a booklet, they actually have this here, so you can go to the website to look at your stuff online. Thanks for being a looter. More information about the epic gear you just unboxed. Learn about what's in your crate at loot.cr/myloot. Alright, we're going to open these up and see if I get any duplicates. Which, we could. We might. Alright, we got, of course, Batman. Prize of it. These are actually full-fledged figurines with stands on them, which is kind of cool. I'm going to open this up next. Alright. Oh, okay, these are guaranteed to be different because it's Series 1, 2, and 3 on each. So it's one blind box of each, which I can appreciate. Looks like we got Robin. What type of Robin, you ask? Frank Quietly. Yep. These Batman black and whites are pretty cool. I actually have never really closely followed them too much, but I do appreciate them and I think they're pretty awesome. Alright, so full-blown listing here. We've got the Shazam Socks. We have the Sword That Cut the Ring, Lord of the Rings t-shirt. We have 3 of those Batman black and whites, and then we also have the Justice League loot pin. So let's take a look here. Let's see how much those things are. They're more like blind bags. Yeah, they are actually called blind bags. Alright, so each one of those blind bags runs about $3.99, so about $4 each. Depending on what you get will determine obviously the value a little bit more. Like if you were to look on eBay and a few other things where they're actually out of the box, it can range anywhere from 3 to 6 to 8. The 2 that are actually out and about, the ones that I have, are $5.99 and $6.99, so I got lucky there. So those are $6 or $7, so we're looking at $13 for the Robin one, and the second one that I got, which is this guy. That one, however, is a little bit harder to find. Looks like $6 for that one too. So we're looking at $19 just for those 3 alone. If we look up the Shazam Socks, you can get those for about, oh, they're from BioWorld, which makes sense. BioWorld usually offers those. Those are about $8. Lord of the Rings t-shirts. Generally Lord of the Rings shirts, they can range, and this one, if it's an exclusive, I mean, I'd have to look on eBay here. Let's see. Generally those range from $10 to $15, which, you know, depending on how much, you know, you prefer and love that sort of, you know, how special those type of shirts are, it can range. I'm gonna say probably just we'll go on the lower side though. Generally it's about $10. Alright, so what we're looking at is the 3 Batmans. They generally run, we'll just say blind ones, $3 to $4 on each, so that's about $12. if we then look at the Shazam Socks, we're looking at $8 for that, so we're looking at $20 there. If you're looking at the shirt, we're looking at about $10 at the minimum. I'd put it a little bit higher because I'm of course biased, but we'll just say, for instance, it's $10. You're looking at $30 right there. And then the loot pin for DC. I don't think that's also made it out there. Loot pins can range anywhere from, I've seen some as cheap as $3 all the way up to, you know, $10-15. But I would say, for the fact that DC is pretty popular, I'm sure you can find a pin of, you know, the Hall of Justice, which is what that is. I'm going to give that probably a value of 4. So you're looking at about $34 versus the $24.99 plus shipping. So you definitely meet or go slightly above, not by much. Am I super impressed with this box? It's not bad. I could tell you it feels a lot better than the previous version of them. I think it's going in the best positive direction. The multiple blind bags and blind boxes, I'm not really a big fan of that, and here's why. And I mean, they actually did it smartly, so I will give them their credit. All 3 of these that you see here, like the blind bags for these, are part of different series. So you've got Series 1, Series 2, and Series 3. So it's guaranteeing, because they did different series ones, that you're not going to get a duplicate, which very thankful on. I think that's a great idea if it's possible. Now the Alien Loot Crate that came out recently, that one had some duplicates in theirs, so I wasn't too impressed with that. But there was a lot of unique things in there that I think was quite impressive, and I think kind of justifies it. And I'll include that video here in the near future. But yeah, do I think it's great? Sure. I think it's going in a very positive direction. I think it's more realistic, because honestly, if you're going to send out a Loot Crate random stuff, at least make it slightly more or about the same as far as value goes of what you paid for. Now, this is where biased or different opinions about value can be. Like, I'm not a big fan of blind bags or blind boxes. I think adding random in a randomness box like this, I don't think that goes in a good direction. But that's just me and my personal opinion. And of course, the other thing too with this, and I'll open it up and put it together just like before, is it does have the artwork on the inside. Do I care about the artwork? Not really. Half the time I thought it was just kind of silly, and I think this one will probably be just as silly. There was one, well, I take it back. The Lord of the Rings, like, box set that came out, that actually had the different kind of things in each one, I thought was kind of cute. And I mean cute in a good way. Like, I thought it was pretty cool that they would change it up a little bit. The problem is some of them, though, wasn't really good as far as it goes. Like, the hobbits in the first one, where it shows Hobbiton, or, you know, when you're in the hole in the ground, the door and stuff, I thought that was really cool. They had one with Shadowflame with Balrog. That one looked kind of cool, but it definitely, you couldn't tell it was unless you laid it flat, which made it a big problem. And then the last one, it's kind of like they kind of gave up a little bit. And this was back before the new direction for Loot Crate. That was for... it tried to show a map of Middle-earth, but it wasn't very good. So, I don't know. I don't think it was that overall impressive. Alright, now here is the box. It wants to close. There it is. So, it's kind of the same deal here. Like, it shows evolution of a crate, which we've seen, and then it's got, you know, graphic that goes around. Would I ever keep it this way? I mean, probably not. I'd even just keep it on the Loot Crate one. But Do I think that adds any sort of value? Sure. You're gonna get very subjective opinions on it, and I half the time don't care much for these. The only other one I think that really kind of made me happy about it was the mystery crate for X-Files. They actually made it so it was like almost like you were going on a crime scene and this was your field kit. I thought that was really cool. Anyway, there you have it. Lootcrate. Do I recommend it? Yeah, absolutely. Give it a shot. See what you think. I don't like the trend of constant blind boxes and bags. Maybe they'll go a little less than that, but we'll see. But I will say the exclusive stuff, like the big winner for me in this, yeah, those Batmans are really cool, is this particular shirt. I love unique, simplistic shirts like this, and especially since it's the Lord of the Rings, type of thing. So I'm gonna wear that. I'm gonna probably enjoy that. I will get my use out of that. The Shazam socks will probably go to friends, and the Batman figures, if I can incorporate them somewhere, I will. Otherwise, that'll probably go to a friend I think is a collector of them. So anyway, if you like this stuff, go ahead and comment, subscribe, and hit a like on this button. That helps me out a bunch. There's going to be more coming up. I'm probably going to do a weekly recap sometime, and we'll talk about kind of everything that happened last week in the world today, as fun as it is. Put a nice spin on it, and also let you guys know of what I'm doing next. And yeah, other than that, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.